Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Leah. I make book content and I'm a big independent bookstore advocate. For those of you that are coming back, hello. We're in a new position, by which I mean we've been here before, but it's been a while. So I was recently back home in Yorkshire, God's County, and while I was there I picked up a lot of leftover books that had been left for me by my uncle. He had this huge library which I have taken many a video of in envy, and now a large portion of books that were in there are mine. The irony of all of this is I was getting really in my head about the idea of book buying and ownership and the ridiculous showmanship of look, I've got a bookshelf full of books, but I only really like maybe 10% of them. I've only read maybe 45% of them. So why am I hoarding all of that 35% that I don't really like kind of attitude? And I really wanted to almost completely halt buying books for a little bit, even though I do like the idea of spending money in independent bookstores and stuff like that. I just thought it's getting out of control, and now I have acquired. I'll figure out a way to show them. Hang on. Can you see them? Can you see them? It's too many. So I need to reshelve these, but as you may be able to tell, we're at pretty high capacity at the moment. So I am going to have a little bit of a cleanse. I'm going to go through, I'm going to figure out which books I actually want to read versus ones I picked up just because they were there and the opportunity to read them and not have to pay for them was too tempting, versus books I am holding on to just for the sake of holding on to. I'm going to have a little bit of a cleanse. If I didn't think it was an amazing book, but I think I will reread it sometime, I'll keep it. But at the end of this, in theory, I'm going to have some books to get rid of. If you want any, let me know, because I'm not going to sell them, that's stupid. And if there's anything here you like the sound of, let me know, I'll lend it you, I'll post it you. We live in a wonderful society of connection, don't we? So I'm going to put these down and we're going to address the shelves. This very quickly became a video I realised I did not want to be stood up for. Also, the shelves on the top, I'm not touching them with a barge pole. I looked through, there were 2 books in the translated, non-fiction, Japanese, and dystopian shelves. The only 2 I found that I would potentially want to get rid of is The Last by Hanna Jameson. I really wanted this to be good. I was so excited. I waited for the paperback. I read it. It was fine. It was but people loved it, so I think I must have just missed a trick. The other book was The Last Children of Tokyo. I'm really sad about this also because I just think the cover is really pretty. It's only 138 pages, so I might reread it before I give it away. But the idea of this, it's dystopian and translated, so in reality that should be right up my alley. About basically all the children that are born are really sickly and not going to survive. And it's this boy and his grandfather, all the old people are top physical condition. He's running around in this polluted air and the kids can't because they will die. Yeah, it's him looking after his grandson. It's talking about the ideas of outliving your, I was gonna call them spawn. What are they? Offspring? Children? Maybe? Yeah, it was okay. It was fine. It was a bit boring. I also am missing out my housemate's shelves because why would I get rid of his books? That's selfish and awful. And also my academic shelf, because your girl got accepted onto a master's that is being taught virtually thanks to COVID. So I'm gonna need those study books soon. Woo, woo, woo. So basically the main issue we have is general fiction. Part of it is just down to the fact, when you'll read a blurb and you won't have ever heard of the book, but you'll think oh, that sounds cool, I'll read it, and it's free. Keep that. Some of them it's oh, that's a classic, I'll definitely need to read that someday because it's free. And then there are some that I was oh my gosh, I love this, I'm really sad that I didn't get to read it and discuss it with him. But I guess I'll read it now. So we're just gonna, we're gonna review what we've got. We're gonna figure out if we're gonna ever reread them. We're gonna figure out if we are ever gonna read them first time. We're gonna power through. Okay, Little Women, read it. It was boring. Sorry, I know people loved the film. It was dull. Pride and Prejudice, I might read one day. This is one of those I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it. I read Jane Eyre. From it was £3 and it's got 3 books in it. So I don't want to get rid of it, but am I gonna read it? I have a friend who has Wuthering Heights. She will lend it to me if I want it. I don't really care for Agnes Grey. I'm sorry, Bronte sisters, I think you're gonna have to go. Coraline, I'm keeping because I want my children to read that book one day and be frightened. Caraval, I bought this ages ago, by which I mean like 2 years ago. Couldn't tell you what it's about, don't know why I've got it. Sunday Times best-selling debut novel, well done, Stephanie Garber. It sounds magical, and I don't really like magical books. Inside it's got like tweets. Have I mentioned just how magical Caraval is? Ugh! I don't think I know. I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile. The Mermaid and Miss Hancock I want to keep. Kazu Ishiguro, I want to read those. I quite liked Remains of the Day. I read that in my Reading Rush Stay Home challenge. Far From the Madding Crowd as well. This copy I was lent by my old manager at my first job in Manchester. I never gave it back to her. She never gave me back The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm okay with that because it means I got to buy it for more people. I don't think I'm going to read this. We're sensing a theme. I'm cutting out a lot of, what are they called? Classic authors? Old authors? Boring authors? I don't know why I picked this up from my uncle's shelf. Transmission by Harry Kunzra. An Indian cyber geek transported into California's conspiring tech sector. The guy... Oh, I might have picked this up for representation. It's got a lot of Indian characters. I have never really read anyone from India being main characters in a book. I'm going to keep that. I stand by the notion you should read books that are outside your realm, outside the world you live in, so you can learn more. Cool! You can stay. I really thought this was going to end up in the bin. Life of Pi. Again, I got it because it was a classic. I picked it up because it was a classic. I've seen the film. I don't care for it. Maybe I'd like it more second time round. Maybe I should have done this in the reading rush. I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Today will be different. Don't know why I kept it. Eleanor Flood, no, she's a mess. Maybe that's why I kept it. Mood. You're going on the maybe pile. Okay. Now we're down to the last bit. History Is All You Left Me. I really liked Adam Silvera's other book. What was it called? They Both Die at the End. That was really good. LGBT, YA, dystopian fiction. It was really good, really sad. This was not as good. This is getting rid of. Swing Time. I have other Zadie Smith books down here. I've read this one. I didn't rate it that highly. It's going. Don't know why I picked this up. Not sure. This is going on the maybe pile. Donna Tartt, Secret History. Classic. I've read this as well. I borrowed this from a friend last summer. Read it. It was good. Read If We Were Villains. Liked it more. I'm probably not going to reread this again. If I want that kind of, oh, rich kids in university murder their friend, I'd probably read If We Were Villains again. So I think Donna Tartt, I'm sorry, you must depart. Ha! And then this one, my friend lent it to me, / gave it to me because she read it and she didn't like it. I was like, oh, I'll take it, because again, free book. I don't think I'm ever going to read it, so this can go as well. Woo! Okay, now onto the new initiates. Where are we going to put them? How is the alphabet going to work? I don't know. We've got 2 more Donna Tartt books. The Goldfinch is the one that was recently made into a film, and I don't think people liked it that much. Not sure. And The Little Friend, which I don't know anything about, but I quite like Donna Tartt's writing style, so I'm not opposed to keeping this around for a little bit, and there's so much room on the shelf now. Donna, you go down here. You lose a Tartt, you gain 2. That doesn't make sense. Iris Murdoch. We are trying to read more Iris Murdoch because we hear she was a cool lady. She can go in there. Here at the End of the World, we learn to dance. It was only £2.68. Remarkable. This sounds like nonsense. I don't know why I picked this up. This is not being kept. Ooh, murder mystery. I haven't read a murder mystery in a very long time. I've only read 2 in my life. One of them was called I Let You Go, which was, ooh, that was a surprising book. I didn't think I was going to like it. It looks a lot like the sort of thing you'd find in like a supermarket for £3 or in an airport for your mum to read. It was really good. And then the other one I read was 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Also amazing. Also cemented my love for the name Evelyn. Yeah, let's keep this. Cool. Oh, is it translated? It's translated from Japanese. Okay. It's going up there. Cool. This isn't taking anywhere near as long as I thought it was going to. Narcopolis. Oh, this was read up to chapter 2. Clearly it was not continued. Again, a book based in India. I don't have many books based in India. Author is Indian. We are down for this. We are on board. We will keep this. Whoa, it's massive though. Look how wide that is compared to like a normal book. You can't take that on a bus. What am I gonna do with that? Jesus. They just don't want me to like read in public. T. Oh my god, there's so many T's. TH. You go there. I'm loving this not standing up thing. David Mitchell. Now, I started reading this, I got halfway through, I gave it back to my uncle because thought it was boring. He thought it was one of the best books he'd ever read, so maybe I need to try and read it again. And on that same premise, I picked up Cloud Atlas because author of Cloud Atlas, here's Cloud Atlas. Clearly, that was his better book. Even the new release that like literally came out today, Utopia something, the cover's beautiful. That gets referenced as by the author of Cloud Atlas, so there's something in this one that people liked. So I'm going to keep these. M. Secret History of Witches. Witches are cool, so I don't know what the rest of this is about, but I think they're cool. You're going on the shelf. Do not say we have nothing. China's revolutionary history. Got some issues with China these days, but it would be interesting to read about. Different worlds. This goes on T again. God, I'm gonna have to expand. The Reader really wanted to watch the film, found out it was a book. I'm gonna read the book instead. S goes up here. Does it? Will it fit? Oh no. Sibbled. Okay. And we begin the reshuffling. Tessa Hadley. A friend that used to work in the bookstore I work at, loves Tessa Hadley. She, at the start of lockdown, I think probably read every single book. I was watching it on her Instagram. So as soon as I saw this, I was like, my friend Charlotte likes Tessa Hadley. I should try and read Tessa Hadley, even though I don't know. It looks like it was dropped in a bath. So we'll make it work. Where will we make it work? In H, that's where. The Beast's Heart, novel of Beauty and the Beast. Love Beauty and the Beast. Favourite Disney film, Disney princess of all time. Went and saw it when it got remastered in the cinemas in like 2012. I think this is meant to be a retelling of The Beauty and the Beast from the point of view of the Beast, which sounds cool. I know that retellings of fairy tales are quite popular these days. I have not read anything like this, so I'll give it a whirl. Oh my god, I didn't expect the shelves down here to get full so fast. Okay, we're gonna have to intercept into here. This currently just holds my glue gun and other random crap like my electric screwdriver that I stole from my dad. So books can live in here too. I don't know why I picked this up, other than the fact I recognise the name of it and the cover from, I think it was on a lot of shelves at work for a little while. I don't think I care about it. We're gonna get rid of that. This, I don't know why it's even in my home. Don't know how it made it onto the pile, don't know how it got here. Oh, I think it's got a, it's got a smallpox epidemic in it. I think it's got a polyamorous relationship in it. And someone dies. Maybe I do want to read this. Author of Room. Okay. You're a maybe. Not sure on you. Again, it's just ridiculously huge as well. Why? It's like the size of my head. Why? I don't know who is in charge of the size of books in the publishing world, but I hope to one day be promoted to that role in a company and stop nonsense like that. The Kite Runner. A bunch of my friends read this when they did A-level English. I did not do A-level English because I thought my path was down the science route. I was wrong. So I know it's depressing and like keeps being depressing. I also know it's like a classic, and I'm pretty sure as I flick through it that a friend of mine owns it and could lend it me if I ever actually wanted to read it. So I don't think I'm going to keep you. Okay, now, Bell Jar, Sylvia Plath. I had issue with this book, by which I mean I started reading it once. I got about 5 pages in. I was not. You have to be in a certain headspace to read it, and the headspace has to be not wanting to put your own head in an oven. No offense, Sylvia Plath. I don't want to degrade her just down to the way that she killed herself. I know that she was a very important lady in literature. Sorry for making a cheap joke. But a guy at work once told me that I looked like this could be my favourite book. Which was funny, but you know when you're not really close enough with someone at the time for them to make that joke, so I just got offended and didn't talk to him for the rest of the day like a little bitch. But now I'm excited to read it, and if it does end up being my favourite book, I can never tell him. Where does P go? That was a weird sentence to say out loud. Next up, classic dystopian fiction. This can go on the dystopian shelf. It doesn't upset the balance of these shelves, therefore we love it. And finally, Faust. Faust. My dad told me he thinks I would really like this. I don't know. I'm going to keep it and I'm going to read it because why not? That's all I have to say on that. And that's the last one. I need to reorganise it a little bit. But the problem is I've got a lot of books lent out at the moment. Give me a sec. Amazing! Yay! I really thought I was going to have to double stack there. So I'm chuffed. I do have a lot of books lent out, and this does not include the Atwood books that are now on my bedside table. There's just so many. I do also have some books still back in Yorkshire that I need to bring here. I decided not to because it was a lot. So to review, if you want any of the books that I have definitively got rid of, Swing Time, Secret History, History Is All You Left Me, Bronte Sisters, Far From the Madding Crowd, When God Was a Rabbit, Little Women, The Last. What am I trying to do? I haven't figured it out yet. If you want any of the books that I have in this here pile, that I said the names of that I'm getting rid of, I'll also put a list down below. just drop me a message on here, on Instagram. I also have a Twitter account, feel free to look. Drop me a message on there. Because yeah, the whole point of books is that other people should be able to read them. I think entitlement and ownership is a bit nonsense. If you get some of them, I'll warn you. Every now and then I open a book and find like cigarette filters or like ash or a written in list of groceries. So the books aren't in good condition, but they're still readable. And that's all that should really matter. Deep down, am I right, kids? Am I right? It will need reorganising as soon as I start getting books that I've lent out to people back. That's gonna be a hoot. But I'm uploading this video during the reading rush. I'm actually doing the reading rush as we speak. So if you're interested in that, as I say, check me out on Instagram. That'll be where I'm posting most of my updates, and I'll probably do a little review of how it went on here at some point. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting. Have a great day. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.